The clock hit talk, so let's gather and gawk at the marvelous assortment of games on offer this week through the Desura service. If variety is the spice of life, then my guess is that life's brisket is probably gonna taste kind of funny, but nevertheless, this is Desura's weekly release highlights. Welcome aboard and let's get moving. Gain height and take flight as you commit drive-bys and die in the sky in Snowed-In Studios' release of Windforge. Fans of Terraria and free roam games such as Pixel Piracy will find a lot to love in this little title, which takes gamers on a jaunt through a steampunk world in which you can construct your own ship and plunder the heavens. Throw in a grappling hook, oodles of map space to ogle, and weaponry to toggle, and you've more than likely got a solid recipe for fun. Available this week through the Desura service, Windforge is compatible with the Windows operating system and can be purchased for $14.99. Immerse yourself in the serene seclusion of a vacation built straight from your dreams, and by that I mean the scary ones, in Motte Island, a top-down shooter on offer from One Aperture. Bloody bugs deeply desire to give you violent hugs as you plunge your way into an island where the moths are mean and the darkness teems with the undead. If you've been in the mood for some away time, hop a boat or catch a plane and tame One Aperture's Motte Island for $4.99. Motte Island is available for the Windows and Mac platforms. Take after Granddad and indulge in some good old-fashioned mental disconnection in Dimensia, a portal-hopping, mind-dropping, work-stopping game about teleportation. One part puzzle, the other part platform, gamers grasping for a gander of a jump game made grander will be able to sink their teeth into a title which allows the elimination of obstacles by blinking straight through them. Featuring futuristic friends, cameos, and a difficulty curve which will set you straight, Dimensia is available now for $3.99. Dimensia is compatible with the Windows operating system. In the visual novel corner of our episode, this week we bid a fair welcome to Unhack, a puzzle game laden with a story to tell. When you get hacked, it's time to unhack back and uncover a story about avarice and self-worth. Taking place within the confines of digital space, hackers will be paced to trace, case, and lace systems with bugs, blasters, and bits in order to serve their future needs. Hand-drawn characters, fully voiced cutscenes, and an endearing cast lead to a game which will quite possibly be the visual novel that you've been waiting for. Grab Unhack now for $4.99 on the Windows, Mac, and Linux operating systems. Time is on your side, or more importantly, in your bag of tricks in Defrost Games' Project Temporality. Taking place on an experimental space station, things have once again gone wrong, and it's up to our numerically named non-expendable temporal newbie to figure out what's been going on. Utilizing the ability to cut, paste, trim, and crop time to your advantage, you must now investigate what's gone wrong in your floating home. Because, let's face it, whenever there's an experimental spaceship, something inevitably goes horribly wrong. Liberate ex Inferis and all that fun stuff. Project Temporality is available for the Windows operating system at a price point of $14.99. Drop into the deep blue against your will and rue the hue of your view as you attempt to stew and brew about what to do with regards to a broken submarine. In FarSky, you're an aquanaut caught in a plot which revolves around your magnanimous person being trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Use the daylight to craft, gather materials, and build a base, while using the night mostly for hiding, praying, and hoping that those rather hungry-looking sharks don't learn how to use underwater doorknobs. Available for the Windows, Mac, and Linux operating systems, FarSky is looking upwards and hoping that you'll come visit, and can be purchased for $10.99. I told a Crystal story one time, but it mostly ended up with me and holding in without front teeth. This time, it's Crystal Story 2, though, and things are gonna be different. Pay homage to the RPG gods of the past in a slickly designed game which puts players in control of a dragon on a quest to stop or at least marginally tire out a wicked witch. With charming characters, a turn-based battle system, side quests galore, and a world to explore, Crystal Story 2 is the sort of game that you could sink a ton of time into. But in order to do that, you've got to get the game first. Crystal Story 2 is available for $2.49 and is compatible with the Windows and Mac operating systems. So if you've been dragging and need more dragon, it's time to get rolling. It's a shame that there's no more games, but dry those thick frames because we'll be back next week with another big platter of games that matter. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay in the loop about everything going on within the Desura service. And if you find yourself slavering for more information, check out our website in the description below for demos, trailers, and a docket of game-related goodies. Thank you for joining us here at Desura's Weekly Release Highlights, and we will see you again next week.